Morning, kiddos. I still don't like this look on my face. It just doesn't look like me growing hair. But as it is, eventually I'll look like me in the picture in most of my videos. Today we're going to work on direct and indirect objects. We've messed with objects a lot in our warm-ups and we're still struggling a bit with them. So we're going to do direct and indirect objects today. As always, it could be any folder I put it in. It's in this one today. We're not going to do a brain pop. I need to edit that name. Let's call it direct and indirect object videos. We're going to watch these videos and then we're going to play some direct and indirect object Jeopardy. After that, you guys are going to do a worksheet. This worksheet is not a Google Docs worksheet. It's the type that I want you guys to view on your computer, and then you guys are going to do this on a sheet of paper. And here is your worksheet. You're going to fold your paper. Why do I have a your capitalized? You're going to fold your paper in half, hot dog style. Let's make this a wee bit bigger for you. On the left side of the paper, put the word that you think is either a direct object or an indirect object. Then on the right side, notice how when I teach you guys to read out loud, how you can check your errors of the paper, put DO or IO for the word. Remember that to have an IO, you must have a DO, and that the IO, the indirect, the object, usually comes before the direct object. There is a DO and an IO in each sentence. So I'll kind of show you what I want you guys to do. I'll read these sentences and then I'll do one with you. Number 1, my friend teaches my little sister math. 2, the teacher will hand you the report card. 3, the aide brought us several calculators. 4, the police officer gave us the business. 5, the audience gave the performers a standing ovation. 6, Mr. Shornack told the students a funny story. 7, Mrs. Gibbs gave the students a fist bump for acting like pirates. 8, Jack handed Jill the pail and they went up the hill. It didn't end pleasantly for them. I'll explain that story. 9, the Broncos gave Mr. Shornack tears of frustration. 10, Mr. Shornack taught you direct and indirect objects. Let's do number 5 together. So this will look a little weird because I'm not going to fold a piece of paper. But so first thing you want to do is you want to ask yourself, what's this? Who or what is the subject of the sentence? Who is receiving the main action? Well, the audience gave the performers a standing ovation. Well, the subject who we're talking about is the audience. And then direct object sentences will always have an action verb where the action is concrete that we can see with our senses, with our 5 senses, or whether it is abstract, something that, we can't exactly see with our 5 senses. Like, what did the audience do? Well, the audience gave. That's our action verb. Then we ask ourselves, what did the audience give? Well, the audience gave a standing ovation, but A in standing, A is an article, standing is an adjective. So we would put on the left side of your paper on number 5, you could put don't put 5A, 5B, just put ovation. And then let's pretend this is the right side of the paper. The right side of the paper, you would ask yourself, is that the direct object? What received the action of giving? Yes, it is. So that is your direct object. And we ask ourselves, to who or for whom or for what does who or for whom, to who or for what receives the ovation? Well, it was the performers. So you could put performers on the left side, and then on the right, you're going to call that the IO, because the performers are the receiver of the object of the ovation. Again, you're going to do that on a separate sheet of paper. So on the left side, you're going to put ovation. On the right side, put, let's do 2 number 5s, because I know you guys will do something right. So on your paper, I want you guys to put 2 numbers on each side. So on one side, you're going to put ovation. On the right side, put DO. On the left side of the second number 5, put performers. On the right side of it, put DO. Again, put IO, sorry, because that is the indirect object of the sentence. Confusing myself a bit. That line like that there. I don't want to confuse you. I'll be able to help you a lot easier when we do this in class together, but this is for you guys if you're absent. If you are, again, do this on a sheet of paper. There is one in each sentence. There's a direct object and indirect object in each sentence. So this is a 20-point assignment, half point for knowing the direct object word, half point for knowing the indirect object word, and half a point for saying which one is the direct and the indirect object. As always, Pirates, if you have any questions, please raise your hand in class or please message me on Schoolology. Thank you very much, and have a super sparkly day.